Do you see me on Instagram? I'm not sure. For some reason, my doesn't show it, and I'm afraid to push too many buttons because it'll lose me. Yeah, okay, Instagram people, tell me if you see it or not, because I'm a little confused there. But if you see it, I won't bother you. Do you see? I see, okay, great. Okay, so I'm not at a screenshot or whatever. And let's go help people, they're my lovers. I just appreciate you guys so much. You just are helping other people in the group that we all need that help and the kindness that you share. And there's nothing more important, I think, to do in life anymore. But that's just an old guy talking. And I just plan on doing this forever. But I put in a link, and I'll put it in YouTube later. There's about 10 places to go when you have trouble getting a grant or money or assistance or anything. And these are all, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, there's about 7 or 8 sources that people help you find the money. It's sort of like Let's Go Help, but they don't charge you anything. We charge you $20 a month. But these organizations don't charge you at all. And they're there to help you. And you gotta learn how to use these kinds of organizations to get what you need. I know it seems to me that most people in this country are trying to just find that magic application to apply to, yeah. And there isn't. Well, there is, but you're not gonna find it by using Google or anything else. The best way to find the best place for you to apply to is by talking to people. And the people you want to talk to, Dula, you're actually awake. Oh, that's so wonderful. Lovely to have you near. And you have to talk to people who are in the business of helping people like you. I mean, we as a society have so many organizations that really, the people in these organizations get paid to help people who have trouble doing things that they want to do in life. And so our society has decided that we'll do this in 2 ways, really, through government programs to help people get through hard times or improve their life some way, or through nonprofit organizations. And we never hear about them because they never advertise. The only people we know about are the people that you have to pay to solve these problems, okay? And that's what capitalism is all about. And that's great. Capitalism, great. I like it. But it's not everything. And we have to be aware of these other things, particularly if you're struggling. And what bothers me the most about capitalism, that people only see that. And they believe that they have to have money to solve a problem in life, because that's all you hear. You know, I remember somebody telling about somebody on the radio, if somebody's telling you it's raining outside every day, you know, and you don't have a window in your office, so you believe that it's raining, you know, and you don't go outside. And that's what these sources are like. People, they're there. But people are telling you, oh, you have to spend money on this. Oh, you have to spend money on this. This is how you do this, and it all costs money. And it all costs money for you to solve your problems or get ahead in life. Oh, you know, you get what you pay for. You got to get money to make money, or all these kinds of things that are right sometimes, but not right all the time. And if you don't have money, then you stop, because we're always looking we're lazy creatures as humans. So we like to stop or find excuses not to do things, because that's going to make us work. And mommy, I don't want to work. And it's easy to do that. So if you're hearing everybody every day telling you how much money you need to make money, and well, you got to have all this money to be able to live a good life, and all this kind of nonsense, and Boy, I mean, I grew up with that and knowing that. I mean, I'm 80 years old, so I mean, certainly everybody thought different 50, 60 years ago. But then my first I found money to get my first two businesses going, and they all failed. And then the next three I did, they all became very successful because I didn't start them without any money. And there are ways. I mean, I'm biased because I spend my life finding sources that will help you to do what you want to do in life without spending money. And so I certainly am biased. I mean, it's sort of like a lawyer telling you, every time you talk to a lawyer, they see a legal problem. Oh, you know, they're going to, you know, you're going to go to jail if you do this. And that's bullshit, but it's just, it's a way to, I guess their passion, and that's a way to get people to do things because we scare them. And we see that in the politics, right? And everything. And it's important that you know your options. I think that's the greatest thing in life, is knowing your option. I was born in Canada and now have become an American citizen. Are there programs for new immigrants? Yes, actually, I just, in the listing I put up for the members, there's a new program in Oregon for non-citizens. This is $30,000 they're giving to non-citizens to buy a house. $30,000 to non-citizens. That means immigrants, or you're here or whatever on some visa, but you're not a citizen yet. And yes, and no matter, as long as you're here, there's majority of the programs you could apply for. And some have citizen, but don't let that stop you. See, that's another roadblock we put in there. Oh, I'm not a citizen or whatever, but you shouldn't, because the people want you to grow, and the people that you're going to ask about the programs are the people you have to talk to, who the people giving out the money is the only place that you can go to get the real answer. Anybody else, me included, we're just guessing. And everything anybody could say about government programs is right. Anything is that right? Because it's all true. There's millions of programs. Everybody has different requirements. So here's one, I just told you about, and it's in the link in the chat on Let's Go Help Too, of the program for housing for $30,000. And it's for non-citizens. You have to be a non-citizen to be able to get this money. And we have things like that, money for people with disabilities and everything like that. And there's a lot now for disabilities. I just heard some programming on the Olympics for people with disability. That sounds good. I think they're playing soccer and they're blind. I gotta see this. I don't know if there's a radar on the ball or whatever, but we all have so much in us that we don't know until we have to use it. Is this Joe Biden? Me? Right? No, he's gone. Well, actually, I'm his age. Yeah. And that's why I have a little sympathy for not being as sharp in mind anymore. Boy, I forget so many names of things. It's getting a little embarrassing. But I'm still here, and I plan to be working. Joe has to worry about doing too many heavy lifting, like Congress. I don't. I wake every day, wake up every day. I can't wait to do this because I know I could even do it from a hospital bed and help people and show my joy in life is to point someone to a source that may be able to help them. I can't guarantee anything. Nobody can. The only people that can guarantee you getting the money are the people that give out the money. So anybody else, any of the idiots in between, like me or anybody else, they can't guarantee. What I can guarantee, though, are the sources I give you do give out free money, and they do it for your kind of issue. Whether they do it to you or not, you have to work out with them. It's sort of like, here, I got a ballroom full of single women. Now, I don't know if they're going to go out with you, but they're all there and interested in going out. Now, it's between you and her, or you and them, or he, or whatever your pronouns happen to be. Have to figure that out. Can you block the clown of, I don't know, I'm the clown. You just go to, if you don't like my clown outfit, I'm sure there's plenty of other things on the internet you could watch besides me. But this is me inside. I mean, I didn't start wearing crazy clothes till, I guess about 15, 20 years ago. But then, like now, I see on YouTube and on Instagram, and we'll put some maybe up on our site, have old films of me back in the 80s and 90s on ESPN. Is that, no, is that the sports one? C-SPAN. Yeah, I used to do C-SPAN on regular. I used to be on C-SPAN, particularly on New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve. Nobody else would go work at that time. Man, you're going to give me free airtime? I'm there, baby. Larry King used to use me when somebody canceled at the last minute, because he did it in Washington, and he'd call me up. Yeah, I'll go out and fill 30 minutes for you. Yeah, it's free advertising. That's the only way I was advertising. I didn't have any money to buy advertising. So I found out that if you act like an idiot, the camera loves you. And there were so many talk shows then, and they were there for entertainment, not for really knowledge. But I would use them and act like a fool, because that would get me on TV. And like I did Letterman, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 times, something like that. And because they'd call me when somebody canceled also. And I'd throw a show, but educate people. I mean, I was a professor of computer science. What I realized, and most of my students were adult, and they're full-time job. I figured my first job, if I'm going to teach you anything, I got to first keep you awake. So if I can't keep you awake, I can't teach you nothing. And that's how I see the internet and everything, is how do I keep you awake so I could teach you about this stuff, because I really believe in it. I think it's very important for all of us to know how to use it. These are important tools, so you're not going to use it every minute of your life, but particularly for crisis or trying to do something new or solve a problem for you or somebody in your family. It's all there. Like these, the 6 websites that help you for free, I have there. You'll see them in YouTube. So people watching on TikTok or Instagram, go over to YouTube, and this will be in there after I finish the video here. Okay, the first one is HUD Counseling, HUD.gov/counseling, and that's a place where you make an appointment. See, that's another thing. You have to make appointments with people. People aren't going to just, oh, I think I can read your mind and know what you want, but you don't know what's there. Oh, actually, I was watching a blog today. It's called The Bulwark. I think it's a middle of the road kind of things, not left, not right. And they were talking about Trump now has an infomercial. He's selling pictures, digital pictures of himself for like $7,000 or something. So they were teasing him of selling this, kind of stuff. And he said, it's like an infomercial. It's not and it's really like and they said he didn't even have, and they had pictures, they showed a clip of his video of selling this stuff. And they said, look, he's not even enthusiastic about it. He's been beaten up so much recently, maybe that's why. But he's not enthusiastic. Now here's how you sell an infomercial, and he put me on there, one of my old infomercials, running up the Capitol steps, and stuff like that. So that was a remnant. That's me in dark hair and a normal suit. No, I think I had the question mark suit then. I'm not sure. It's been so long. But it's a people business. It's not learning how to use the internet. That's sure, you have to know how to turn it on. And if somebody says, this is where to apply for you, because giving what you tell me, this is where you should apply for. And the only way you're going to get that information is from people inside who are giving out the money, or people from nonprofit organizations and government offices that are there to help you do that. I mean, we have, I just saw Biden came out with another $500 million to put more navigators onto healthcare.gov, because people don't know how to do that, and they go and they get somebody who wants to sell them a healthcare package to choose it on healthcare.gov, and that's wrong to me. I mean, maybe a little bit. I think it's wrong because they're going to sell you something. They're all making commissions on it. You can't deal with somebody who's making money off of your decision. They're going to show you what they have, and if you don't know enough, and you can't because they study this all the time, and you're coming in spending 20 minutes to do that, you can't. You have to go to people who have no skin in the game, that just study it and whatever. And this is what these navigators are. That the government has for choosing healthcare. And so if you go to healthcare.gov and you search for navigators near you, it's nonprofit organizations that are getting grants from the White House to help you decide what's best for you. And by the way, 4 out of 5 people who apply for healthcare are paying less than $10,000 a month. 4 out of 5 of all the new applications for joining for healthcare now are paying less than $10 a month. You hear that? 4 out of 5 people, healthcare, are paying less than $10 a month. And remember, that's all the preventative stuff going for checkups and all that, and never co-pays or cost or anything like that. It's a big step forward. It's certainly not the best, but it's a step, and you should be interested in that if you don't have health care. So that's why navigators. And then what Biden did also too for people who want to start businesses is they have navigators for people who want to start businesses. These are experts in helping you start a business. They're paid for by the government, and they're not selling you money or anything like that. And you can talk to them about what to do if you want to start a business, if you want to invest in real estate, if you want to start a home-based business, or whatever. You want to be a freelancer, anything like that, that you want to make money yourself, they're there for free. How do you find them? Very easily. See, they're not in the SBA, but if you go to SBA.gov and you put / and then local, all small letters, local-assistance, you will find them in your zip code. And there'll be a half a dozen or 20 or 30, whatever. And you don't talk to just one. You talk to as many as you can. And when you call, you try to make an appointment either on the phone or person to person. So you sit and understand what these things are and how they may help you, may happen. See, if you do this, what another thing that happens by surprise, if you talk to enough of these people, oh shit, I was thinking the wrong thing. Not get money, I could get a contractor, or not have to get a grant, because here, this thing will just give me customers. And if I have customers, then I don't need any money. They're going to give me the money right away. And so there's options that you don't know because you're not in it. And they're in it every day, up to their elbows, helping people like you solve that problem. So you have to talk to them. If you don't talk to them, then it's going to be a long haul. You may get lucky or whatever, but don't try to get lucky. You get luckier by making as many phone calls as you can. And Charity's here. She'll testify to that. She sat there like a beautiful woman she is, and afraid that people won't like her if she calls the government. She's a lovely human being, and just had that roadblock. And once that came down, man, now she's like a converted Catholic. These people, once they convert, they become a little obnoxious about their ideas. But she's wonderful on that, and that's why you have to do that, and for any part of life like that. I mean, and that's why I think that the capitalism is so bad because we live on advertising, and all advertising is telling you how easy life is. Just do this and give me money. And it'll be real easy and give me money. Just do this and give me money. And it ain't. You gonna give money or not? Thank you. Now I'm a chatty Kathy. And that's right. It is, and you'll see once you do it, and once you get a little success, then oh man, that's like heroin. And oh, I want another one of those. Oh, how do I get that? and we have to experience it. We have to do it ourselves. People can't solve your problems. You have to figure out how to solve them yourself, and then you grow. That's how you grow. You don't grow by people feeding you. You know, go out and figure out how to get food. Yeah, and that's important. A funny guy, supreme love. Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, to me, to TD Austin, join the membership. We can help you with that. Yes, we have new members now because we had a $1 offer for 5 days, and that's still good for us. I think we'll do it again sometime. So that means there's new members, and you have to get the lists. If you're a new member, get those lists. You have to use the phone, please, and go to the, you Tula and everybody. You could talk to, Charity and everything are live. You could talk to these lovely ladies and guys, Joe and everybody else. And we're not biased. That's what's nice about not being biased, because I never see people. I like working remote. Nobody puts up with me, and you just judge by what they do, instead of anything else. And that's what's nice about it. And the people are so wonderful and loving. And I just want to do that for the rest of my life, because I feel there's nothing better. I don't worry about eating anymore at 81. So and I can't get faster, I can't get smarter, I can't get anything, but I think I could love harder, and figure out how to do that better. And I think it's the one muscle I think we could all keep growing forever, is our heart. And that's the most important. And I think our heart is smarter than our brain. I mean, years ago, that's what I used to think. Boy, we're making a decision. It's you want to be practical, and you're not falling off a cliff or something like that. But besides that, the important stuff is you got to follow your heart, because the decisions you make are going to be so difficult to follow up on. Life is shitty and it's hard. And that's it. Like getting a grant, it's going to be hard, okay? Or it may be. And the people do it very easily too. But I want to make sure people know it will be hard, so they keep and don't quit. And because that's it. If you quit, then you lose. And you can't quit. And that's why here, for $20, you could talk to Charity almost all night long. And all the other navigators that we have to help you. We have tonight, they're on, I think, people are on at 7 o'clock, then again at 9:30. And there's like 2, 3, 4 hours every day of people that are there just to help you. One-on-one. Hey, what's going on? How did you do it? What kind of roadblocks do you have? How can we help you? And get on the phone and start talking to people. Use those 7 or 8 organizations that I put on the top that you want to start with. If it's for housing or for your debt and stuff like that, that's HUD.gov/counseling. And don't forget Sunday night, Amber is available. She helps people with debt and does that nicely. And get people like 200-300 points, improve their scores like that, just on the tips she's showing you. SBA, that's sba.gov/local-assistance. You want to make an appointment with those people. You want a better job and training, you start by going to careeronestop.org. Put in your zip code and look for a counselor and talk to them. We have so much job training money in this country right now. That's incredible. You need help for living expenses, okay? That's findhelp.org, findhelp.org. By the way, that was careeronestop.org. Findhelp.org. And put in your keyword, whether it's rent money, whether it's transportation or clothes or utilities, anything, and find out all the organizations that pay grants for you to solve those problems. Now, you can't just look at one and find one and fill out the application. You can, it may happen, but most likely won't. And so what you have to do is start calling as many as possible until you get somewhere that can really help you, or they point you to a better one that can, if they can. So every time you talk to somebody, you also ask them before you leave, if they can't really help you personally, you ask them, where else can I go to solve this problem? They're gonna know the answer to that better than I will or anybody else. So that's findhelp.org. For medical things, and dental and mental care, it's needymeds.org. Needy, NEEDYMEDS.org. There's plenty of programs that help you pay for prescription drugs. For seniors, you want to go to eldercare.acl.gov. eldercare.acl.gov. Okay, and you want to go there. Good, thank you, Tammy. And for veterans, you want to call this 800 number, 800-777-4443. 800-777-4443. Now, no matter where you go or whatever, you don't stop there. So even if you're a veteran and they can't find anything for you, that's fine, because there's whatever veterans have for people, there's 100% more that are for anybody, even if you're a veteran. See, that's the problem with, if you're a minority or if you're a woman, and there's certain grants and money programs just for that. But that's just such a small fraction of the programs that everybody are eligible for. So that's a good place to start, but you can't stop there. And you want to know about all the other stuff too. Thank you, veteran here. Good. United States Air Force, great. I'm Navy, 3 years, 2 months, 9 days. I was a navigator and a diplomatic courier. I was a kid, 22 years old, with a gun, traveling around on commercial airlines with package, handcuffed. Crazy. I never had more responsibility for the rest of my life. 10 years here, went in when I was 19. Yeah, well, Vietnam War is what got me in. It was the draft, and I'd be sleeping in the jungles, and this Navy sounded a little better sleeping-wise. Clean sheets on a ship sounded more my style. I'm not a camper. But I was over there, watched the war. Thank you for all. Well, I never thought about it. Yeah, it was a wonderful experience. And like I say, I never had more responsibility for it, but I know I always want to start some kind of business. And now I could do it for the rest of my life. And it took me a while to get a couple failures and everything. I even had a computer software company back in the 70s. And I must have been the only person that failed with a computer company, but thank God. Failure is so important. I think my success is all based on failure. If I didn't have that failure, I wouldn't get to where I am, because it gets the bullshit out of your head. We all have stuff in our head we think is right. And you got to go out there and fail to realize you're wrong. And for you, it may work for somebody else, but it's not going to work for you. So that's why you have to try it and do it without spending money. Because if you spend all your money on your idea, when that idea doesn't work, and it's most likely not to, then you're suck. So that's why if you don't spend money, you could spend money on ideas or not spend money on ideas. There's always different ways. So that's why the more people you talk to about how to do what you want to do in life, the more you're going to find a way to do it. And the more you'll find a more correct way to do it. Opportunities that you don't know are there. They pop up every day in life, and it's wonderful. I mean, America is just incredible to me. I mean, I don't know any other country that is this, is this open-minded in a way. Joey, how you doing, Joey? Listen, I got to run. And my dad's Vietnam vet. Oh, his cancer has been gone for 6 months after 10 years at stage 4. Wow. Charity, yes, didn't we talk about somewhere in Cleveland, the Cleveland Clinic or whatever? Dad? I forget. We were working on some Mayo. Yeah. But that's not the Mayo like on a sandwich, right? This is the Mayo Clinic. That one, right? That's a dad joke. Dad joke. What the VA did. Oh, great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Sorry, Charity. My dad was in Vietnam and died. Oh, my goodness. Asian North. Oh, God. Yeah, I used to see that. We were traveling up the Mekong Delta there and see that stuff. Has 1.5 stars on the BBB. Wow, the Mayo Clinic only has 1.5 stars on the Better Business Bureau. Wow. I went there. Wow. That's too bad. Well, that's right. Always good to get reviews, and that's why when you buy anything on the internet, just be careful. There's too much free stuff. And so let me know how I can help you, please, and let us know. Let's Go Help. You can keep asking us questions all the time. Charity will help you. Tammy will help you. All the people that are wonderful and loving in our group, that I am so fortunate and grateful for every second of their life that they spend with us. Thank you so very much. I'm very grateful. Thank you.